Hello everyone, I'm Anisha. Welcome all of you to my channel, that is Virtual Classes. So today in this video we are going to start your first chapter of your Unit 1 Class 7. Okay, Class 7 English, that is your, let us just give this name as Chapter 1. Alright, so I have already provided the syllabus of the new session, okay, for your year 2025. If you haven't watched that video, please kindly do check out. The link is in the description box. And today the class will be in English, that is the full explanation will be in English only. If you want to listen to Hindi explanation, I have already uploaded that one. You can check again the link in the description box. So before starting the chapter, okay, there are some few questions or we can say activities that are being given to us to solve. Okay, so that let us just try to solve those in our own way. And yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and please do like, okay, as soon as you see this video. So let us start. Let us do these activities before we read. So close your eyes and quietly listen to the sounds around you for a minute. So you first close your eyes and especially try to do these in a calm place, okay, where there will be no such noise of these vehicles and all. Try to do these in the river side if possible, okay, if possible. Otherwise you can just do this in your room also, sitting in your room or in the balcony of your room, okay, on the balcony of your house. So close your eyes quietly and listen to the sounds around you for a minute. Are they trying to tell you something? So just listen to them, and are they trying to tell you something? You write it down. Okay, you can write it down in your own, you can write down your own answer, but here I have just given an example like how you can write. Okay, so like I have written, yes, I felt like the soft breeze was asking me to relax. The birds sounded cheerful. They were telling me to smile and enjoy the day. So I feel this way, so I have written. If you feel another way, okay, or if you feel some other sound or what you feel at that very moment, you can write it down as like that. Okay, so here I have written, I felt like the soft breeze, okay, the soft breeze was asking me to relax, and the birds which were making sounds, they were chirping, okay, they were very cheerful and like they were telling me to smile and enjoy the day. Here means here in this chapter, okay, in this book, you need to connect with the nature, okay. The whole unit is about connecting yourself with the nature, okay. Next, do you think the things around you also listen to you all day long? So do you really think that the things around you listen to you all day long? In my opinion, you can write in your opinion what do you feel, okay. In my opinion, yes, okay, yes, I think nature, and yes, here we are talking about nature only, okay. Yes, I think nature listens in its own way. When I speak my thoughts near a tree or when I am with my pet, I feel like they understand me even if they don't talk back. So when I used to take rest near a tree and just sit down and just used to think something, I feel like, okay, these trees are also listening to me. So I feel that way, okay, that's why I have written this one. And whenever I talk with my pet also, and I hope this happens with you also, especially with dogs, isn't it? We used to share our feelings with them, and we feel that they also understand us, and they used to listen very quietly. They used to give certain expression also, isn't it? So that's why I have just written this. You can write your own answer, okay. So next question, let us see. Janvi was a bright young girl who lived with her parents and three brothers in a coastal village in India. Her parents worked on the farm. She had a dream. So the story that we are going to read, okay, that going to read is about a little girl called Janvi, okay, and she is a girl who lived with her parents and she had three brothers, okay, and they are in the coastal village. Coastal village means, say, suppose this is the map of India, okay, the down part only I am drawing, okay. So here we have the Indian Oceans, yes or no? So here this side we have the Arabian Sea, we have this Bay of Bengal. So it is all covered with sea, isn't it? So this area, all right, this area which is near the sea, okay, near the sea, they are known as the coastal areas, okay, where you'll see beaches and all, okay, especially when we go to Goa, Bangalore, we see beach around them, isn't it, where there is beach in the city. So that means these cities are located near the coastal area. So here we are talking about a village or coastal village, okay, in India. So her parents were working in the farm, okay, they were farmers, and that means that they were not very they were not very rich, okay, because while reading the story we will come to know that they were not allowing Janvi to go to school. So there might be some reason behind it, isn't it? And she had a dream, okay. So just let us just assume what is her dream. Before reading the story we cannot just write what is in the story, okay. So here we will just write what you feel, okay, just in your own way. It doesn't mean that in the exam also you'll be writing like this. In the exam, what you have to write, you have to write according to the story, okay, but these questions will not be coming. These questions are coming, yes, obviously, but here, as we are doing these activities before reading the story, okay, before reading the story, so we can write whatever we feel like, okay. So here I have just written Janvi's dream could be, okay, it is could be, all right, could be become a doctor so that she could help the people in her village who do not have easy access to healthcare. But in real we will come to know Janvi's dream when we read the story, isn't it? So you can write in your own way what could be her dream, okay, whatever you want to write. You can write she wanted to be a scientist, or she wanted to be a teacher, or anything or any else, okay. Next, how could she make her dream come true? So how could she make her dream come true? You have any idea? You can just write she should be working hard, isn't it? So she could make her dream come true by studying hard, attending schools regularly, and seeking help from her parents, teachers and family. She could also apply for scholarship and stay motivated to achieve her goal. So this is what I have just written, okay. You can write in your own way also whatever you wanted to write, okay. So see, in order to fulfill our dream, we all need to do the such thing, isn't it? We need to study hard, we need to attend school every day regularly, and if we face any kind of problem, there are always teachers and the family members who are always ready to help us, so we can take their help, and we can also apply for scholarship, isn't it, for by scoring a very good marks, and we can stay motivated to achieve our goal. And in order to achieve goal, okay, the most important thing is to be motivated. If you are not motivated from within, if you are not curious about the thing which you are doing, you will never succeed. But if you have motivation, if you have dreams, if you have goals, then what will happen? It will be easier for you to make your dream come true, okay. So one more question is there. This is the question which you can write, you have to write the own answer, okay. As an example only I have given here, what is your dream? Tell me what is your dream, okay. In the comment section, please mention what is your dream. That means what do you want to become, okay. What can you do to make your dream come true? And what can you do to make your dream come true? That means you have to work hard, yes or no? So here I have just written here, okay, my dream is to become a scientist. I can make my dream come true by focusing on my studies, especially science and math. As I have mentioned scientist, that is why especially I have to focus on science and math, okay. Asking questions, we have to be very curious, okay. And remember one, if we ask so many questions, then we will be getting so many answers also, then we can be very knowledgeable person, isn't it? So asking questions, doing experiments, reading books. We have to read a variety of books as well, okay, to improve our thoughts and to improve our vocabulary and all those things, and learning new things every day. So you also should keep, okay, you should also make a habit of reading books every day. It might be a comic book or anything, okay, but it is always good if you prefer reading rather than spending your time playing these games and all in your phone. Instead, what you have to do, you should be reading books, okay. That will help you afterwards. So these were the questions that we have discussed, okay. You share your answer with your classmates and the teacher, okay, where you are going to do this chapter at school. So we'll start reading the chapter now, okay. So these were the questions which was given on your book that we have just solved, okay. And yes, I know many of you have not got the book also, and this it is not available in online site also, okay, online NCERT site, and your only English textbook is available in the market as of now, okay. And I have just what I have done is that I have just click a photo and make a PDF file of it, and so there might be some word which will be not very clear, but please try to adjust as this is not available online, okay. Once this is available online, then we will not have such problem. So we'll focus here to complete the chapter, okay, and understand the chapter, okay. So these are the questions that we have just solved, okay. This is a page from your book only, The Day the River Spoke, okay. So let us continue here. See, what do you see here? There's an image and there is a girl who is crying, and why she is crying, we'll find out after reading the story, okay. And here there is a bird, and this bird is known as kingfisher, okay. He is diving down in the river to catch a fish, because they will be catching fish and they used to eat, okay. And here there is a lizard, okay, green lizard, and here there is a parrot, okay. So, and why this girl is crying? She seems to be very sad, isn't it? So let us find out that one. So here, A big bright tear splashed down her nose. See that we have just seen in the image also, isn't it? A very big teardrops. Okay, splash down. Splash down means fell down. Okay, fell in drops, making a sound. So whenever you drop some stones in the rivers or anything, there used to be a sound, splashed, isn't it? So that is known as splashed. Okay, so her tears were very big, so it makes sound. Okay, when they fell in drops. And another, so another drops again. She was crying rapidly. Okay, a kingfisher, that is the bird which I have just shown you, okay, swept down its wing, an arrow of blue in the sunlight, and a green lizard slithered down to the river's edge to bask in the sun. So there is a kingfisher who just swept down into the river to cut that fish, okay, and it's again after that it went up, okay, in the blue sky, all right, the arrow of blue, that means in the blue sky, okay, and after that there is a lizard, a green lizard, which I have just shown you, isn't it? It's slithered down. Slithered means when you are moving by sliding from side to side, just like snake, they used to move by sliding, isn't it? So towards the river edge. So which portion is the river edge? Here, this one, okay, this is the edge here, okay, near the river, okay. To bask in the sun means to take a sun bath, okay, means he is going there to take a sun bath. Whenever we feel cold, we also used to go to sit in the sun, isn't it? And we used to take a sun bath. So just like that, lizard is also going there, okay. Dear, dear, said a sleepy murmuring voice, what's the matter? So now suddenly the girl heard a sound, okay, and it was very sleepy sound and murmuring voice. Murmuring voice means when somebody is speaking in a very low voice, like in the class also, when the classes are going on, when the teacher is there, you also often do, isn't it? When you want to ask something to your friends, you will be speaking them with a very low voice, isn't it? So just like that, okay. What's the matter? Janvi was startled. Startled means she was surprised, okay, because she was sure she had been quite alone. It could not have been the lizard, and the kingfisher was up in the thickets of bamboo eating the fish it had caught. So she was surprised because she was very sure that she was only there and she was alone. And she was also sure that the lizard cannot speak, isn't it? And the kingfisher was busy in the thickets eating the fish which it had caught. Thickets means a dense group of bushes and trees. So behind the image there is a bush also, isn't it? A tree is there, bushes are there. So in that area, okay, that kingfisher was busy eating the fish, okay. So she was very sure that who is it? So she was very surprised and as well as shocked as well, okay. It could not be the parrots, and she is again assume it could not be the parrots. Why? Because parrots shrinked and these was such a sleepy voice, and because the sound of this parrot, the voice of this parrot are very high pitched one, isn't it? She made a high pitched sound. So these parrot sound are very high pitched, so the sound which she have just heard was very sleepy sound and a very murmuring sound in a very low voice, okay. And she looked around to find okay itself, to find who is there. So there wasn't a soul in sight. So means there was no person, okay, there was no one. She was all alone. She was rather scared and wanted to run away. So now she was scared and she wanted to run away as there was no one, okay. So what happened next? Let us see. Again the sound continue, okay. You should not cry, you know, the voice went on, and you really should not be scared when you have been coming here to see me every day, well, almost every day. Again that sound come, okay, that same murmuring sound came. You should not be crying, and why you are being scared? As the girl was scared, so that sound came to know, okay, the one who is speaking here, there it came to know why you are scared. You should not be scared as you come to see me every day and almost every day. That means the girl used to visit this site, this river site every day, okay. So what do you think, who is speaking there? Whose voice could be? So now she was puzzled, okay. Here see her face expression, she's been puzzled, isn't it? Confused and puzzled. It was such a voice like the river. It could not be the river. She is thinking that, oh, is it the river? And like she's thinking, oh, it could not be the river. How can I hear the voice of river? Well, tell me all about it, said the river. So it was the river, okay. For it was the river. I have got to hurry to reach the sea, you know. So now river is asking the girl to tell me all about it. What happened? Tell me. I am very busy. I have to reach the sea. As you know that river used to flow and they used to flow down towards the sea, isn't it? So the river is saying that he is in a very hurry, so he have to reach the sea. So now this girl, she started telling why she is sad and why she was crying, okay. So they won't let me go to school, said Janvi. So why was Janvi crying? She wanted to go school, and they here means her parents. Okay, they won't let me go to school. I asked my mother, why can't I go to school like Ethan and Mina? And mother had replied, you are too small, baby, maybe later. But when she was 5, little Ramu was born, and mother still said maybe next year. So she was asking her mother from right from the beginning. Okay, Ethan here means her elder brother. Okay, and Mina means her friend here. Okay, so she was asking why I can't go school just like them. And mother used to say, you are very small now, you can go later. And again, when she was 5 years old, say again little Ramu, another brother, was born. Okay, and mother still said maybe next year. So Janvi's, mind your little brother while I'll go to the field. So her mother was asking this girl Janvi to look after her brother when she was busy in the field, because they, as they were farmer, they have to work hard, isn't it? So both her parents were busy in the field, so she was the one who was all looking after the brother. Okay, and that is why she was not going to school also. And what happened next, let us see. Now she was nearly 10 and minding little Apu, who was the smallest. So now she is already 10 years old, and she has been asking from many years, isn't it, that she wanted to go to school. And and now her smallest brother was born. Okay, they don't want me, they only, she stopped with a sob. So she was complaining. Okay, she was telling the river, okay, they don't want me to go. And while saying everything again, she started crying. Okay, see, just they only, and she just stopped this statement here, and she stopped with a sob, as she was when we are trying to say something, and if we are crying, then what happens, we are not able to complete the sentence, isn't it? We just cry out. So just like that, the girl was also behaving like that. Okay, I hope you are getting it. So what Janvi is saying now, let us see. I am scared to go to school. Now she is scared to go to school. Why? Because she is so old now. I am so old now. They never let me go. But I want to go. But even if she is scared, even if she is old, she wanted to go to school very much. Okay. I want to learn to read like Ethan and Mina. Janvi called her brother Ethan. Okay, Ethan means elder brother, as I have already mentioned you. Okay, but his real name was Gopi. So she said, I want to read and learn just like her elder brother and her friend Mina. Okay, I want to know why spiders are yellow in yellow flowers, why bamboo tree rustled, why the moon always comes from behind the hills, never the other way, why the baby fish in the field water becomes frog, why. So she had so many questions on her mind, and she was pouring everything out to the river. Okay, so she was saying that she wanted to know so many things, but like why the spiders are yellow in the yellow flowers, why the tree rustle means when the leaves make sounds. Okay, when they are being touched with one another with because of the wind. Okay, there is a sound, isn't it? So that is known as rustle. The meaning is given here, light sound made by leaves rubbing against each other. And also she wanted to know why the moon always comes from behind the hills and never the other way, and why the baby fish, that we what we call this baby fish which turns into frogs later on, tadpole, isn't it? So why that earlier which was a tadpole, and slowly afterwards some months it turns into frogs. So she wanted to know everything. That means she wanted to learn so many things. Okay, so again what happened next? Stop, said the river, you make me breathless. So now the river asked, okay, stopped, you have so many questions, you are making me breathless, so many whys. So okay, she has so many whys, means she had so many questions. I can tell you where the moon goes, the river said. So the river said conspiratorially, that means secretly. Okay, said the river said, I can tell you where the moon goes. So it is answering that one also. Okay, it goes down towards the sea. I have seen it always takes the same way over the mountain and down to the sea like me. So just like the river, it always goes towards the sea, just like him. What happened, that moon also used to go towards the sea, downwards towards the sea, and it used to take the same way. That is why Janvi could see the moon always comes from behind the hill. Okay, not from the other side. All right, so here let us discuss. So there are some questions here. I am going to bring a separate video for where we will be doing all your textual question and answer and your exercise. Okay, as of now I'll just tell you, okay, what was Janvi's dream. So what was Janvi's dream? We know now, isn't it? Her dream was to go to school. Yes or no? Was it important to her? Yes, it is important. Why? Because she wants to learn so many things, isn't it? And do you think the river can help her fulfilling her dream? So do you really think that the river can help her fulfilling the dream? As of now what I feel is yes. Okay, and how? We will see. We'll read the story and we'll understand how. Okay, as the river is going to encourage her. Okay, Okay, now let us continue the story. Here, see, you will find the words are somewhat slanting here, because this is just a picture, okay, which I have taken from your textbook only. So this is why I have told you to just adjust it, okay, until these chapters are not available online. So even little Ramu goes to school. She said her even little brother, okay, he also started going to school, said Janvi. Pity the school isn't by the sea, said the river. And now what the river is answering? The river said, okay, the school is not by the side of the river, the way where the river goes, okay. So that's why river is saying, okay, so sad that the school is not in the way where I used to go. Then I could take you, so the river is saying that if the school was on the way towards the river, then the river was asking, okay, this was not asking, he was telling Janvi that he could help him by taking her. But again what he said, but I suppose I could not really. Again he's saying, I could not really. You'll get your feet wet, and that would never do. I'm afraid there is only one thing you can do. He said that if the river started taking Janvi to her school, then what will happen if we go inside the water? We are all wet, isn't it? We used to get wet. So he's saying that I'm afraid I cannot do anything right now. There is only one thing that you can do. And what is that one thing? Let us see. Can I do something? Asked Janvi. Well, it's up to you, said the river. Now the river said, it's up to you whether you wanted to do or not. So, seems to me little girls can do as much as little boys. They swim as fast as little boys. You just slept along one morning and sit in there in the school and listen to what's going on, and maybe the teacher will let you stay. So what the river is asking the girl to do, he is encouraging him, and he is also saying that whatever boys can do, little girls can also do. They can also also swim as fast as the little boys. That means girls and boys are equal. In a way, river was trying to tell that girls and boys are equal and you can do whatever you wanted. And he is giving her a suggestion there, okay. You just go one morning and sit in the school and listen to whatever it is going in the class. Maybe the teacher will help you. So the river here is asking, okay, the girl just to go to the school and just to sit in one of the class, and the teacher might help you, seeing the little girl. I could not, gasped Janvi. So Janvi said, no, I could not. How could I? They scare me, they will chase me out. So she said that how can I just enter in the school and enter in the class and just sit down there? I could not. They will scare me and they will chase me out. So now what happens? The river laughed. So why the river laughed? You scared? The river said, when you are not afraid of the green lizard or of the snake in the bamboo clump. So Janvi startled. Janvi was again surprised. Or the big trains rattling past the bridge. Trains are noisy, I prefer ships, said the river. So now when Janvi said that I am afraid, I cannot go, I cannot do that, they will scare me, they will chase me out, the river laughed, and the river started explaining her. How can you be afraid? You are not afraid of the green lizard which is near you, or of the snake in the bamboo clump. And why here Janvi was surprised? Because see, clump means a small group of trees growing together, because she never knew that there was a snake, okay. And also a river added that you are not afraid of the big trains rattling. Rattling means making noise, okay. Noise made by shaking things, like when we are going traveling by the train, there are some noise, isn't it? Tuck, 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 tuck. There is some noise, isn't it? So that is the rattling noise, okay, when these noise are coming by some shaking of things, okay. So and the river added that the trains are very noisy, I prefer ship, because ships are sailing very silently, isn't it? So here Janvi never knew the snake lived in the bamboo clump, so that is why she was afraid, she was surprised, okay. What are ships? She asked. She don't know. When the river mentioned about the ship, okay, she was asking, what are ships? She asked. Big boats, the river replied. Big boats, okay, said the river. So big that they can take hundreds of people, and they sail along the sea with lights that shine all night. So the ship is a kind of very big boats which can take so many hundreds of people with them, and they used to sail along the sea within the light that shines all night. So the river is explaining what is a ship to make the Janvi understand, okay. So Janvi held her breath. Will they come here? She asked. So she is asking about the ship, okay. Is there such thing also? So I am afraid not, said the river, because it is not possible that the ship will be sailing towards the river, because the river are smaller, isn't it? So ship used to sail only in the seas, big seas, isn't it? So that's why the river is telling, I am afraid, said the river, too large, that because the ships are too large, you know. Chandu's catamaran is good enough for me. Chandu can take you to see a ship someday. So he is explaining that there is a person called Chandu who has a catamaran. Catamaran means a kind of boat which is in smaller size, okay, which can sail in the boat, okay, which can sail in the river. So the river is saying that, okay, the ship is too large for me, it will not be able to sail here, it can sail only in the sea, only here Chandu's catamaran is enough for me. So, and I hope that someday Chandu will take you to see the ship also. So, they never let me, wailed Janvi. Again, she remembered. Wailed means she complained, okay, complained in a loud voice, like she was saying, they'll never let me. So, means why, what they will never let me means they will not let her to go to Chandu's catamaran also, okay. They're trying to going to school first. So, the river again said, try going to school first, said the river. Remember, it's up to you. So the river again encouraged the little girl Janvi, okay, try going to school first, okay, only after that you can do whatever you want. Now if you start learning, what will happen later on, you will be able to go to the ship by your own also, isn't it? So that is why river was encouraging Janvi, okay. So now what happened, let's see. Is this story interesting? I hope it is interesting, yes or no? If yes, then please comment yes in the comment section, and yes, don't forget to like my video, okay, and subscribe my channel and share this video with your friends also, okay. So now Janvi gathered courage. The next day she reached the school panting and out of breath and stood by the door listening while the teacher read out the lesson. So now Janvi gathered all the courage as she was being encouraged by the river, isn't it? So she gathered all the courage and she went to the school next day, okay, and just and she carried her little brother along with her, okay, and she was listening what the teacher was teaching, and it was a story about a prince called Ashok who became a great king. We all know about King Ashok, isn't it? Little Appu had fallen asleep on her shoulder. She crept nearer and nearer till she was in the back row, squatting with the other in the earthen floor. So what happened? So she was carrying her little brother Appu also, who was sleeping in her shoulder, okay, and as she was first she was near the door, and slowly what happened, she was going inside, okay. She crept nearer and nearer and she was squatting means she was sitting down, okay, sitting down in the earthen floor with the other student. So little Appu made no noise and she listened. So her brother made no noise and she was able to listen. See here, just like this, she is carrying this little brother along with her, isn't it? So, where did you spring from, little girl? Asked the teacher. And what is your name? You are new in my class. So the teacher noticed this little girl, okay, because we often know who are our students, isn't it? So the teacher noticed this little girl and he was asking, where did you come from? Spring from means where did you come from? And what is your name? You are new in my class. So someone from their class, okay, answered, she is Gopi's sister. Gopi is in the next class, said one of the boys. It's Janvi, said another. So you are Gopi's little sister. Nice lad, Gopi. So one of the boy answered the question of the teacher, okay, and the boy said she is Gopi's sister, and another said she is Janvi. They were telling her name. So the teacher was saying, okay, so Gopi's little sister, nice lad means nice student, okay, nice student Gopi. And Gopi is a nice boy, nice student, okay, acha bacha, like in Hindi, okay. If you really want to come to my school, Janvi, the teacher had said, well, we'll talk to your father about it. Don't worry, we'll find a way. So the teacher also know now, okay, that Janvi really wanted to come to school. So he was ready to help her. So if you really want to come to school, I'll talk to your parents. How kind is the teacher, isn't it? So Janvi saw the teacher. So next the teacher went also, okay. Janvi saw the teacher walking up the steps to their gate the next evening when she was lighting the lamp. So when she was lighting the lamp, she saw her teacher coming into their house, okay, and she could see her father scratching his cheek the way he did when he was worried, and the teacher was nodding and saying something she could not make out. So she was trying to listen what they are talking, and she was just seeing their expression, okay, that, and she could see her father's expression, like he was scratching his cheek, okay, like what happened when he used to do when he is worried. So now Janvi was worried, and she also saw the teacher was nodding and saying something which she cannot make out, means which she cannot hear, okay. And mother suddenly came and said, mother said, little Janvi, I shall miss you when you go to school. So suddenly mother came and said, little Janvi, I'll miss you when you go to school. Girls should learn as much as they wanted. When I was your age, I wanted to go to school, but your grandmother said no. But now I'm glad the teacher came to talk to your father. So even her mother, when she was little, she wanted to go to school, but she was not allowed. And see, before it, there was a tradition that only boys should be going to school, and like girls should be taking care, girls should be the one who will be taking care of the house and doing all the household chores, and all this thing was there, isn't it? Male dominated society was there before. Okay, so here what happens, a change is coming, isn't it? And her mother was very happy that her daughter will be able to go to school. And why she was not able to go to school, why the mother was not able to go to school? Because her mother, okay, her grandmother, the Janvi's grandmother, never allowed her to go to school. But her mother, Janvi's mother, was very happy that a teacher came and talked to your father. Now the father was ready to send Janvi to school. Okay, so here Janvi is very happy and going to school now, isn't it? And Janvi said, mother, when I grow up, I'll be a teacher. So this is the dream of Janvi, isn't it? And I'll go from house to house in our village and ask all the girls to come to my school, and I'll teach them all that I'm going to learn. So she is very happy, and she understands the pains of other girls who are not able to go to school. And she is saying that when I grow up, I'll become a teacher and I'll go house to house, okay, and help all the girls, all the village girls, okay, all the little girls of the village to come to my school, and she will be teaching everything whatever she have learned. How big her heart is, isn't it? So, and she is very happy now. And she went down the path between the fields the next morning before school began, to meet the river. Now she again, before reaching the school, she is now going to meet the river. Why? Because river was the one who encouraged her, isn't it? And because of that, she succeeded, and now she is finally going to school. I did it, she told the river. I was scared, but I did it. She said, I did it. She was very happy. Okay, she said, I did it. I was scared, but I have did it. And they are letting me to go. I'm going to learn to write my name and do sums and find out why our little fish in the rice field turns into frogs. She heard the river sleepy chuckle, coming again. Come again, little girl, and I will tell you all about the sheep that sails the sea. So the river was also very happy, and she also heard the voice again. Chuckle means in like smilingly, okay, like when we smile we used to chuckle, isn't it? So just like that, a voice again came out, okay, and the river said, okay, come again someday, I'll tell all about more details about the ships. So here Janvi was very much happy, okay, and she went to meet the river, and she was saying thanks, okay, to the river. And this is an extract, okay, which has been taken from The Day the River Spoke, and it is written by Kamla Nair. So what did you learn from this chapter? What did you learn? That means we should be going to school, isn't it? We should be going to school, and from that we should not be afraid. If you have something, if you have dreamed about something, you should have courage to face the dangers also, isn't it? Only then you will get success. Success doesn't come very easily, okay? If you will work hard, if you will face all the danger, if you will show courage, if you will be confident about yourself, only then you will be successful in life. So this is what we have learned from this story of this little girl Janvi, isn't it? The Day the River Spoke. So I hope you enjoyed the chapter, and that's all for today. I'll bring another video where we will be solving all the textual questions and answer. Okay, till then, all of you have a very nice day ahead. Bye.